All Flex, No Dex is an adult podcast. If you compared us to movie ratings, we'd be rated R. See episode notes for details. Hello, and welcome back to Epea. We are All Flex, No Dex, actual play 5e D&D podcast. Today, we have with us Nicole.
Hi, everybody. I'll be playing Dinsbeat today, and maybe Thalamus again. Dinsbeat is your gnome mage.
And we have Jasper.
Hi, I'll be playing Zenazeri, the curious, gotta catch 'em all Dragonborn. And I will also possibly be playing my little Cobalt Serac.
Severick.
What is it?
Severick.
Severick, there we go. I apparently can't read.
You have something else on the mind. You want that booze. And then we have Zach.
Hey everybody, I'll be playing Dandelion, the halfling bard, and perhaps even Agate, the gnoll.
And then we have our returning guest, Ethan.
Hello. I will be playing Corundar, Tempest of the East, a chromatic dragonborn, blue colored by the way, cleric who is currently in a bit of a pickle. So I'm excited to see where this will lead us. And thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for being on the show. I'm loving having you here. Last time in Epea, Karandar, a devout follower of Bahamut, followed their dreams and came to the ruins of an ancient chapel. With his faithful retainers, they investigated the chapel grounds. A basement was found, and Carr instructs their retainers to stay on the surface in case there's danger. Carr went down the basement stairs to find Dinsbeat, Dandy, and Zenazeri looting the sarcophagi down here. Dandy successfully washed the bluish-purple fumes from his body. Woe to me because I wanted to see the effects happen. And the party attempted to leave the basement. However, an undead shambling mound formed and combat ensued. Meanwhile, the retainers decided to explore the tower after Agate saw a goose. They got to the top of the tower and found that it was indeed a very angry goose up here. Combat also ensued, and the goose grew a second head after being stabbed. In the middle of combat is where we will begin today, with Dandy going first. Dandy, it is your turn.
Dandy doesn't quite know how to get this thing's attention.
Dandy, you'll know immediately that you will not get its attention at this point. So you had a fantastic performance roll, and the acoustics down here are perfect for you. However, there is now a Zenazeri all up in its grill, and there are 6 ghostly-looking dragonborn also attacking it.
Right, well, Dandy's going to try and get the spotlight again. He's actually going to go ahead and climb on top of the sarcophagi that he was sitting beside.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to jump on its back and stab it with the rapier and try and lean back so it'll go ahead and wheel back to step on the plate because it was right there.
It wasn't right there. It would still have to move. I will allow that you could try to stab your rapier into its back and then try to direct it over there. It'll be, I'm going to say, a dexterity check with disadvantage or a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion?
Yeah, because you're trying to convince it to go over there. If you want to do persuasion, then you have to tell me what you're telling it, how you're trying to persuade it. Otherwise, a dexterity check to try to hit a cluster of undead nerves to make it retch over in that direction. Before that even happens, though, you'll need to roll me an athletics check to get onto its back, followed with an attack roll.
All right. So I will do that.
Okay. Your rapier is out and glittering. The glitter all sits on top of the water. The murky, disgusting-looking water is all shiny now with rainbow glitter, and it trails behind you as you climb on top of the sarcophagus, and basically redecorate the sarcophagus as you run across it to leap onto the creature.
Would it be athletics or acrobatics? Because I'm hopping from one spot to the other.
It is athletics.
Boo, 14.
Acrobatics would be like if you're trying to do something fantastical on a rope, like tightrope walking, or if you're trying to do like a backflip over onto it or something dumb.
All right.
Acrobatics is usually reserved for people who are extra.
Explains why I have a +5 to it.
So what'd you get for athletics?
14.
That's enough to get onto its back. Roll me an attack. This will all kind of be combined together with your attack. As long as you can hit it, you'll get on its back. Otherwise, you're just going to kind of slough off of it because it's all made of slimy water goop and undead bits.
24.
Good Christ. Yes, you definitely sink your rapier into right down into the hilt of it really easily. It dawns on you that, yeah, that makes sense. It would be super easy because it's just squishy muck.
Perfect.
Give me a dexterity check at disadvantage to try to torque it over there.
Okay. Disadvantage, you said?
Yes.
Well, I rolled 16 twice, so.
As to oppose, I rolled a constitution check to maintain control of its body, and I got an 18.
Do I get to add my modifier? Because that would be 19 for both of those.
Oh, yeah. When you do just a stat check, the only thing you add is your modifier.
Okay.
So 19, yeah. That's you run over there, glitter's flying all over the fucking place, and you leap over and go, yeah! And sink your rapier in, and it pitches to the left dramatically, pitches to the right dramatically, and stumbles over to the trap. I will allow you to let go of your rapier so you don't get caught in the acid.
Okay.
But your rapier will stay in the creature.
It's magical, so will it be affected by the acid?
Likely not.
Okay.
You'll just lose your weapon.
For now, yeah.
So do you want to let go then?
Yeah, so I don't get caught in the acid.
For its turn, it'll be going in that direction. It doesn't do it right now.
Okay.
But it's shifted its entire body weight over there. It's obvious that's where it's going.
Perfect.
So that's your turn. That was a lot that just happened. Dinsby, it is now your turn.
Alrighty then.
And you saw all of that just transpire.
Well, Dinspeed's been wanting to try this one for a while. So he's going to go ahead and cast a spell onto the creature.
Okay.
And it's going to be Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Does it need to speak a language?
No, but it does say that if it's less than 4 intelligence, it's not affected.
It does have an intelligence of 5.
Woo!
There is some sort of undead brain in there. Why or how, I'm not sure, but according to the writers, that's a thing.
All right. So I need a wisdom save. 13 is the number to beat.
Much better at wisdom saves than it is intelligence saves.
But it's at disadvantage, correct?
It is at a minus D4.
Yeah.
No, it was until the mind sliver you cast on it last was only until the beginning of your next turn, right?
Let me go back and check. Before the end of my next turn.
Okay, so do you want to roll that or do you want me to roll it?
Ooh, you are the author of your own demise. Roll the D4.
Okay. I dropped that D4 and it went under my desk. It has gone to Dicecrest now.
Bye-bye.
You should have rolled it. That was only a -1 for a save of 12.
That fails.
Ah, it still fails. All right.
Yeah. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. The target failed a saving throw, so he falls and becomes prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
First, we forgot to roll Dandy's damage because you did still stab it.
Mm.
So roll your damage, and then does your 9 lives stealer take into effect here?
Only if it was on a critical.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage, though.
9 points.
Okay. And that is happening, Dandy. You let go of the rapier, and it is still stumbling that direction. It will fall face first, and that'll be prone on its turn. But it's still, inertia is carrying it over to that pressure plate. I'm not going to take that from Dandy. It is moving in that direction. But it does start undulating and gurgling. Would you imagine as the closest thing to a laugh that it could do? Everyone else who didn't cast a spell, only Dinsby knows that it's trying to laugh. Everyone else, it's kind of unsettling. I'll say there are like 2 skulls that you can see, and the skulls seem to be like chattering, like the mouths are like opening and closing, but no noise is coming out of it. And the rest of it is just kind of like gurgling and bubbling and undulating. It's super. It's something out of a Cthulhu nightmare. It's
Oh, goodness.
We all lose a D4 of insanity points.
You get to make another saving throw every time it takes damage or at the end of each of its turns.
Okay. Bonus action?
Negative, Kemosabe.
Okay. Then it is Zenazeri's turn.
Zen is going to back up. And will I get an attack of opportunity? Or no, it's mid-falling, isn't it?
It is, for all intents and purposes, is considered restrained. It can't attack right now. It's falling prone and gurgling, laughing, and having its non-existent nervous system being manipulated by a rapier that's in its back.
Gotcha. Zen's just gonna back up and do nothing because she's still hurting pretty bad.
He's gonna back up, just ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna just back up to the stairs where my duck is and just sit and be like, ow.
You're feeling like hot shit a minute ago. Not so much now.
No. Zen has come to reality of I'm hurt. Forgot I was hurt at the beginning of this fight.
Okay. It's Zen's turn. It is the undead Shambling Mound's turn. So what is going to happen as it gurgles and chuckles? It is going to fall on the trap. It's going to pitch over there, and it's kind of hard for it. It's a large creature, so it covers a whole big old area. So it basically fills almost that area between the 2 sarcophagi. So no matter what, it's going to land. Some part of it's going to land on that pressure plate and activate it. So it is caught in the acid trap. I'm going to say because of Tasha's hideous laughter, it's just going to automatically fail its saving throw. So it'll take the full damage. It's not immune to acid, so it doesn't take half. It takes 22 points of acid damage. Oof.
Yeah, boy.
Because it took damage, it gets to make another save, right?
Yes.
That is a wisdom saving throw of 11.
That fails.
It's still burbling and trickling.
Everything is just the funniest.
It's just the funniest. So then it is Car's turn. Car, your Bahamut's chosen go recklessly attacking it while it's down on the ground. Not only are they attacking recklessly, so I already attack with advantage, but it is also prone, so it's even easier. All of them hit.
Yeah.
So doing some basic math here, they do an extraordinary amount of damage to it and are chopping it up into bits.
Let's go.
However, because they attack the shit out of it, it does make it save eventually. So it is no longer bound by Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay. He's still prone, though, until he uses his movement to get up, right?
Correct. And he is surrounded by 6 ghostly dragonborn. Car, it is your turn. It has ceased gurgling and chuckling, and it is just getting whomped on right now.
I'm going to reach out my arm and thunderbolt starts to form in my hand, and I get ready to chuck it. I'm going to use guiding bolt, and my flavor is that it's a lightning bolt that he can throw. And so he gains it and goes and throws it at the blob.
Awesome. Roll that strike.
All right, let's see here. So,
unfortunately, this is a ranged attack, and it is prone, which means that you are at disadvantage to hit it.
That's okay. I'll still do it. So it's +3. So it's 13.
13 does not beat its armor class.
No. Oh, there goes another spell slot.
I will say you hit it, but it doesn't seem to affect it. The lightning bolt strikes its mass, but it kind of just travels along the liquidy bits of its body and disperses.
Okay. Let's see if I can do anything else. Healing word. Is anybody hurt? Healing word?
Yeah.
I believe Zenazeri is still hurt.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I'm going to use... Actually, I'm not going to use healing word. I'm going to use cure wounds because I think they have the exact same amount to be able to cast. Oh, no. It's a bonus action. That's why. Okay, yeah.
Cure wounds is a full action and it's a touch. Healing word.
Right. Got you. Okay. So I'm gonna healing word Zenazari. Do I have to roll to hit that, or do I just?
Nope. You do have to tell me what the healing word is.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say Bahamut again. That's my healing word. I just whisper in like a holy word. Bahamut.
Zenazari is right next to you now.
Right.
Because she did retreat. Do you lean down and whisper it to her?
Sure. Yeah.
So how much, what spell level did you cast it at?
Just first level, I think. So I think it's level 2. Oh, so it's at second level right now. So I need to, so it's 1d4 plus 1. So let me re-roll it. So that's 4 plus 1, 5.
All right. Then you have this new follower, Bahamut, lean down and goes, Bahamut. And you feel better. Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Wee bit. Awesome.
Anything else?
I think that's it. Actually, I'm just going to stay where I'm at. I seem to be doing okay.
Okay. So while this is happening, we'll go back to the tower action. Sev, you just had a hole bit in your arm by one of the goose heads, and the other goose head bit off Agate's pinky. What do you do, Sev?
Sev is freaking out because that hurt. Sev is very upset that this goose is so aggressive. Sev is gonna call out for Thalamus. Thalamus, help! It hurts. And then I'm going to, let's see.
Your dagger is there at your feet still. You can
Yeah. And Sev will pick up the dagger. He'll see the dagger with a glint in his eye, newfound boldness, and pick it up and try to stab the goose in its goosey body.
Okay, stab away.
Stab away. Button. Yeah. Where's my dice? There's my dice.
So because you guys are rolling with commoner stats, you only get a +1 because the daggers are +1.
Okay. Well, Sev is really ninja apparently and got a natural 20.
All right.
What is the roll for a dagger?
It's 1d4 + 1.
1d4 plus 1. So I roll 2 d4s, or I just multiply the d4 number?
You roll 2d4 + 1. You double the dice.
7 damage.
Ooh.
Sev, how do you want to finish this goose that just tried to consume you?
Yes. Sev will pick up the dagger and, with both hands, full body, thrust forward through the side of the duck and shove it into the ground and scream at it.
Super traumatic as Sev bowls it over and pushes the dagger through its body and until the dagger reaches the wood and sticks into the wood too. The goose is very much, it has to be dead at this point. It's not moving. Agate and Thalamus, do you want to help Sev?
Thalamus will kind of stick his head up over the door up here and look and see what's going on. Just the eyes above floor level.
You see Sev is, it sounds like he's losing his mind or dying. Maybe both.
Agate goes ahead and joins in and grabs each of the geese heads by the neck and starts shaking it. No biting. Biting bad.
See how it feels, and I'll bite the goose. Take that.
You basically go to town on the goose, stabbing it, biting it, shaking it. You've never encountered combat. Usually your master takes care of the combat. This was definitely traumatic. This was a whole new world and not a happy world where you fly around on a carpet. Back to the top of the initiative order. We're back to Dandy.
What casket is the creature fallen beside?
He is between the scarab casket and the acid trap casket.
Okay. Dandy's just going to go take a seat on a casket. The ghosts seem to be attacking it really well.
Okay. You walk over to hop upon, it would be the Mistra casket that had the mist in it. You go walk over to hop on it, and you feel your foot depress, and shook. You hear, but no acid sprays out.
Oh, good.
You hop onto the casket. You just wait for the ghosts of Bahamut to finish their work.
How far away is the jester one?
The jester one would be about 10, 15 feet away.
That's about half my movement. I'll go over there.
Okay. So you hop down, hit the pressure play again, shuffle over there. You do notice on the edge of the casket lid, there is something that is scratched on there. It asks a question. And it's right at the lip of the casket lid. And on the outside, it's scratched a question that says, "Would you like some mixed nuts?"
Is this on a jester coffin or sarcophagus or Mistra?
This is on the jester sarcophagus.
Okay.
It says, "Would you like some mixed nuts?"
Yeah.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
That's okay. You don't have to. Moving on, it is Dinsby's turn.
Dinsby is just like all smiles that his laughter spell worked on this giant undead construct, even though it looked super creepy. He's just tickled. Though these warriors of Bahamut look like they do have things handled pretty handily. So he's not going to try to expend any more spells at this time.
Are you going to do anything besides watching?
I mean, he's over here by the stairs, so sit down on the stairs and pet the duck and the tea dragons.
Okay. The tea dragons, the duck will actually go crack and pop out a rose-colored egg when you do. And the tea dragons will purr and one blitzwing will crawl up onto your shoulder and Fireclaw will climb into your lap.
Oh.
They'll start emitting their calming effects.
And have ever seen the rose-colored egg from the duck before?
No.
Oh boy. Dinsby's just going to go ahead and hide that really quickly in his bag.
You roll me a sleight of hand check.
I'm going to say, I'm right next to you.
Yeah, well, let's see how sleight of handy I am here. 12.
Okay. What was your passive perception, Zen?
13.
You saw that. You saw Dinsby's hand very quickly move behind Mr. Goose and then disappear into his pack.
I'm just gonna give Dinsby a weird look, but not say anything.
Dinsby's just gonna look away and whistle.
Zen, it is your turn.
Then just snorts what the heck? How far away is it from the stairs?
The shambling mound?
Yes.
About 20-ish feet.
Okay. I guess I will go up and smack it with my scythe.
So unless your scythe has a reach property, you will not be able to hit it because it is surrounded by 6 of Bahamut's loyal followers.
It has a 5-foot reach.
Then you cannot reach it.
Never mind. I will not move and just watch whatever the heck is happening and stare at Densby.
Okay.
Because feel like the heck did you just take from me?
And now you're just hawk-eyeing Dinsby and just staring at him like a leopard gecko hunting a cricket.
Mm-hmm. Dinsby is very pointedly not looking at Zenazeri.
So back to the shambling mound, it will use its movement to stand up. As such, triggering the acid trap again. That's another 23 points. Ooch. And then it is going to attack one of the ghosts. One fist comes down, the other fist comes down and comes over its head. And then the whole mound seems to just engulf the ghost of Bahamut. That ghost is no longer visible as it's inside the shambling mound now. Meanwhile, the ghosts go ham on it and all attack recklessly, do a whole shit ton of damage. Well, 24 points of damage.
God damn.
The shambling mound is still active, but only barely. Car
Good that this. Oh, sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say it's now your turn.
It's good that this horn is usable once per 7 days. Otherwise, it would be quite broken.
Right.
But I'm glad that I got to use it. So I don't think I have any more spell stuff left. So I guess I'm just going to use. I think. Let me see here. What is better? What would?
Well, you definitely still have spell slots left. So, if you want to try guiding bolt again, you still have another 3 spell slots.
Oh, okay.
Or 2 spell slots. Sorry, you cast Healing Word at first level and Guiding Bolt, and then you also cast Healing Word at second level.
Right.
You still have 2 spell slots at first level and 2 spell slots at second.
Got you. Okay, now I understand. Now I'm starting to get it. Okay, cool. Now that he's not prone, I'm going to do another second level guiding bolt and take my thunderbolt and try to toss it.
All right. Roll that attack.
11.
That's not going to be enough.
I know.
Like Zeus, you manifest that lightning bolt and cock back over your shoulder and yeet it, but it hits one of its skulls that's in its mound, and the skull absolutely explodes and shatters, but it doesn't seem to do any damage to the rest of the body.
And let me see. I don't think I could do anything for my bonus action. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try and chill, I guess. Yeah, because I can't really do much else, I don't think.
Okay. So back to the initiative order. Dandy, it's your turn.
I'm going to investigate it, but I'm also going to tell it, yes, I would love some mixed nuts.
Nothing happens. You say that and you don't hear or see anything or feel anything happen.
Ooh, I'm going to check and see if it's trapped.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. I have a +3 to that. That's a dirty 20.
The question, would you like some mixed nuts? On the sarcophagus of a jester, that is a jester's joke. You recognize it. That is where a jester would normally, or some jackass, would have like a bag or a can or something and would offer some nuts, and a person would go to open it and shit would pop out to scare you.
So I get on the other side and I pull it open instead of just pushing it open.
Okay. So roll me an athletics check then.
That's a 16.
Once again, you're going to need a very long nap after this. You struggle. This is the third sarcophagus lid that Dandy has opened now by himself?
Yes.
And so he's just like, yeah! And it slides open. And once you get it open, there is a whole bunch of colorful pieces of like hollowed out wood and like formed down that either was magically formed or somebody would use some like resin to form it. But it kind of pops out of the sarcophagus like confetti. Roll me a wisdom check at advantage because you went to the other side.
Natural 20 then.
Okay, so it goes poof, and even makes a sound effect. It is exactly what you're expecting, and you're super glad that you went to the other side. All this rubbish blows out of the sarcophagus and kind of harmlessly lands in the murky water.
This guy was awesome. Immediately set in to start looting him.
Roll me an investigation check and we'll come back to you.
All
right. Dinsby, it is your turn.
All right. Well, one of the warriors is down now, or maybe integrated into the muck.
Seems like it.
Are there any large-ish chunks of rubble near me, or rocks, or anything in the 1 to 5 pound range?
There are rocks, yes.
Okay. Big enough to be in that range of 1 to 5 pounds?
Sure.
Okay. Then I'm going to pick one of those rocks up and use it to cast Catapult.
Okay. That is a ranged attack, yes?
It's actually just a saving throw from the creature. Dex saving throw.
Oh, okay. So does the rock fly from your hand, or do you have a slingshot that you use to cast a spell with? Or something akin to that?
Looks like it's just from my hand.
I'm not asking for like what the spell says. I'm saying for flavor for Dinsby. How do you cast the spell?
Oh, definitely like a little slingshot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You whip out the slingshot and you pull it back. It smacks the other skull that's on the creature, and it also shatters. Failed its dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, okay. You're going to take 3d8 points of damage.
Good Christ. Okay. That's a lot.
14 points.
Dinsby, how would you like to finish this?
Oh, heck yes. Let's say that... Was there any point in like this whole muck creature that kind of looked like the center of its intelligence or its cognizance?
It definitely, the closest thing that would be a cognizance would have been the other skull.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just kind of like just a mass that sort of formed humanoid limbs.
Okay, so that skull that seemed to be its center-ish head area, the rock is just going to go right through the forehead.
Perfect hole. And it just kind of it just immediately turns back to the watery muck. It just goes whoosh and splashes into the water. The ghosts of Bahamut continue attacking the water, not understanding that the creature is dead. And so they're just, attack in the water. One of them hits the acid trap, and the acid sprays all over the ghost and melts it because in 5e, ghosts are immune to acid. Yeah, that goes on for a while until Carr dismisses it or the time runs out.
And Dinspeed's over here just like whooping and pumping his fists in the air and dancing around.
Super excited until you look over to Zanzari, who's still glowering at you.
And then I'll quickly look away again.
All right, free play.
That was quite the experience. I was not expecting my ghost to do so much work there, but it seems as if we, Dinspeed, you have completely purified this basement area. I have you to thank.
Oh, that was nothing. Yeah, your holy warriors did the brunt of the work. Nice assist with that, by the way.
No problem. I'll just have to wait 7 days until I can use it again. In the meantime, I may be out of luck, but we'll try our best. I have to go look after my fellow retainers. It seems as if they've gotten into some kind of trouble, or like the second group back about, I would say, 50 years ago, they've left me for dead. But we shall see. We shall see.
Do you want some help?
If you would be so willing to help, I would like to go see what is at the top of this tower.
Oh.
I don't know what awaits.
The goose.
Oh, the goose, yes. But how tough can a goose be? It can't be that difficult, can it?
He had quite the stink eye.
Well, it's a stink eye. I mean, my mother gave me a stink eye back when I was a wee youngling, but I don't know if it would be enough to kill me, but who knows? Maybe if she looked hard enough.
Now that combat's over, as you're saying that, you guys all do hear the faint cry of someone screaming. Someone smaller stature with a more of a high-pitched voice.
Ah, that must be Severick. Quick, we must go.
And he grabs his robe and slings it around him and heads up the stairs.
Mr. Goose just goes tumbling out of it.
Oh, oops.
Mr. Moose, not Mr. Goose.
Mr. Moose! How dare you, Carr?
I'm so sorry. I forgot that he was in here. It's been a tense moment. I'm so sorry.
And he goes over to Mr. Moose. Did it get hurt at all after that?
No. It rolled over to the wall. Goes quack, 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 quack.
Okay. I'm going to give it a little pet and say, I am so sorry. If you need anything, I guess I will see you soon. But if you have a broken wing, just let me know and I can heal you. And he says, now, once again, quickly. And he slings his robe over a second time dramatically. He's quite the diva. And he goes up the stairs.
Amazing. Do you guys follow Carr?
Yeah. Dinspeed will follow him at a run.
Dandy will catch up. He's busy looting.
Then we'll pick up Mr. Moose and look at him and be like, what did you give him? And start running.
Dandy, what was your investigation roll?
18.
So you don't find anything in here besides the only thing that is still good that hasn't been rotten by time or just the ambient moisture in the air is the Jester's hat.
Yes.
And it is a motley hat.
I was actually going to cast mending on it to go ahead and fix it if it wasn't.
It is well worn and it has some holes in it, but it is still intact. Mending will restore this to its previous glory.
I do just that.
Okay.
I put the fiend skull down inside there. I'm like, hat for a hat.
So that's what you're doing. Everybody else, you guys go hurrying to the tower. The door has been left wide open. And you guys all run up the stairs and you see a completely just massacred goose. There's blood all over the floor. Agate has the 2 goose heads and he's just shaking them, but they're detached from the body. And Sev is biting and just going completely feral on the goose.
Oh no.
Thalamus, are you there documenting this?
Yeah, book's back out, sketching the scene.
Car, you come upon this a grisly scene. How do you address your retainers?
I'm gonna go directly to Severick and Agate and be like, settle down, it's already dead. There's no need to do all of this crazy beheading and tearing apart of its limbs. What have you turned into, barbarians?
You took my picky.
Oh,
You do see now Agate is missing a large chunk out of his hand, and his right pinky is completely gone. And Severick's on his left arm, almost half of his forearm has been bitten off.
How powerful was that goose?
I'll turn around and start crying and be like, but it bit me.
I've got healing word. It's okay. It's no problem.
let's do healing word, or let's do actually cure wounds on Severick. Can I do that? Just to make their ailing feel better.
Yeah, you also have, as a second level spell, you have Prayer of Healing if you want to spend the time.
Oh, okay.
It's a second level spell, and it takes 10 minutes to cast, but it cures everybody that's in the area.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm going to say,
Let me say a little prayer to my god Bahamut, and we shall heal you of this. Give me some time.
and he kind of gets down on the ground, sits cross. He sets his robe down again as like a little mat, sits cross-legged, and tries to like meditate to pray.
I assume you say out loud and you hold your hands out for your retainers. And it's not an uncommon thing to do like a prayer circle for Bahamut. And so all three of you recite the prayers of Bahamut. Dandy's busy. Dinsby and Zenazeri, do you stick around while they pray?
Dinsby's, no, he's going to go see what Dandy's up to down there.
Dinsby, why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Oh, okay.
See if you recognize what's happening right now.
21.
Okay, you not only sense magical energy building, but you know that there are some spells that take time to cast, especially with those that are of a devout nature. There are some that take amount of time. So this might just be another healing spell that he's casting.
Right. Yeah, I'll tell Zen, we don't need to stick around for this if you don't want to. It's going to be a while.
Okay. Well, while we walk down, you want to tell me what you think you were doing earlier?
What do you mean?
I know you took something. I don't mind that you took it, but you should have asked first.
Zenazeri, roll a deception check because you obviously...
I'm very upset.
You ride very much.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Apparently I'm not good at this. 10.
Okay, Dinsby, Zenazeri's lying. She's very upset about this. She's not at all okay with stealing the egg.
Dinsby just can't handle it anymore. He doesn't like it when people are upset with him. So he like breaks down and hangs his head, and he digs into the backpack and he pulls out the rose-colored egg, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just know they can be chaotic, and I didn't want anything extra to happen when we were fighting the big monsters. So I just thought I'd hide it." And he just kind of is babbling at this point, and he hands it up to Zenazeri.
Zen will take it and pick up Den's beat if he'll let him, and give him a hug while walking back down and be like, I understand. My curiosity gets away from me, but you're a trusted friend, and stealing is not a nice friend thing to do, but it's okay. I'll forgive you, but please don't do it again.
As you're doing that and you walk down the bottom of the stairs, you see Dandy. He's inside the sarcophagus of the jester. And he's bent over away from you guys, and you see him stand up and turn to face you with a flourish. He is wearing what looks like a not a new, but a well-kept motley jester hat. When he turns it and presents himself, it jingles and jangles.
Oh, that's amazing. What color is it?
All the colors.
It's a rainbow one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
It was red, green, and yellow were the original colors, but whoever the jester was had patched it with various colored patches all over.
Oh, okay. So it's like a total patchwork.
Yeah.
Dinspeed will be like, I love your new hat, Dandy.
It's perfect.
Do you guys want to do anything else down here?
The Mister one is the only one that we haven't opened completely yet to check inside because of the death mist.
Well, there's nothing saying it's death mist.
I don't trust you.
Well, if Dandy's going to do that, I'll look at Densby and be like, did you want to open the egg or do you want me to save it for later?
Yeah. You can have it. It's fine.
No, I know I'm going to keep it, but I meant if you wanted me to open it because I have to crack it for it to do its roulette thing. So
yeah, I'd really prefer to be like at least 30 feet away. Actually, when you open it.
Okay. Hey, Dandy, you want to take this when you walk over there and open it for me?
Huh? Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna stand over here with you, Densby.
Dandy goes ahead and picks up his rapier as well.
Okay.
On his way over, and then he'll take the egg over to the Mistra coffin, and crack it open right on top of it.
Okay. You crack the egg over top of the Mistra's sarcophagus, and a half-eaten ration falls out and plops on the sarcophagus lid.
Neat.
That was anticlimactic.
Much so.
You're all over here being scared of half a sandwich.
It still looks good. Do you want to eat it, Dandy?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I go ahead and I'm like, look, it's turkey. It's fine.
It tastes like a ration. A normal ration is just half-eaten.
Dandy continues to eat it, and he's like, oh, I better get ready for this. He goes ahead and puts the rest of the sandwich in his mouth.
Whoa, you're not opening that coffin back up, are you?
Yeah, most of the mist is gone. All I have to do is wash it off.
How do you have no guarantee that it's going to work that way this time?
Yeah, why wouldn't it work like last time?
It looked like it was trying to enter your brain.
I just dive into the water. I know which way it's going to go.
Do you need help opening the sarcophagus?
Oh, that'd be so nice.
I will walk over and I'll stand on one side of the sarcophagus and I'll pull the sarcophagus towards me so it opens on Dandy's side.
As you walk past the sarcophagus, you hit the floor plate. Again, it goes, but no acid sprays out. And roll me an athletics check to open up the sarcophagus.
Athletics check.
Do we get advantage because we're both working on it?
If you're both working on it, then yes, Zen gets advantage.
Okay.
Dinsbeat will kind of mumble when he walks back over there. More like, do you need help writing your will?
19.
Okay, you easily slide the sarcophagus open. Both of you give me wisdom saving throws as the mist very quickly rises out and into your noses.
19.
So, Tony.
After 4 saves, did I finally get you?
With a natural 2, yeah.
Oh, boy.
This is fine.
Save me, Jester Hat.
Dandy, roll me a d20.
1. What is happening right now?
Dandy, you are no longer Dandy. You are convinced that you are the Jester. You just awoke from a dream. Last thing you remember was lying down to go to sleep after really a eventful and successful showing in front of your king and the patriarch of the chapel. And now you're here.
What's going on here? Wait, where are we? Who are you? Looks at Zenizeri.
Who are you?
I'm assuming I still look like Dandy, correct? Or am I actually?
Nothing's changed. It's all mental right now.
I'm. What's his name?
You do not remember.
I don't. I'm the jester of this place. Who are you? What are you doing in the keep?
This is a keep? Thought these were just ruins. You know who I am.
No.
Did you hit your head?
No.
You hear Din's beat from nearby the stairs. I told you.
Who are you?
Damn it, Dandy.
Zenizeri, roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right. I should have dunked my head in the water. Shit. I got 19 plus 3, 22. Math.
You're fine.
Somebody want to drown Dandy?
I will dunk under the water. Well, yeah, I'll do that. And then after I do that, I'm going to walk over to him and be like, you still got this purple mist on you? And I'll dunk him under the water.
Okay, Jester. So this weird dragonborn who insists your name is Dandy just dives under this disgusting murking water, pops back up and walks over and is acting like they're going to forcibly put you underwater.
Whoa. Hey there.
Last time this happened, the dragonborn was trying to kill you because it didn't like your joke.
Look, I got better jokes, okay? I get, hold on, I have a can of mixed nuts around here I can offer you. Start patting my sides.
Does it? He's taking too long. I'm already there.
Okay, so roll opposed grappling checks then. Because Zenizeri, you're going to have to force him under.
God.
That's not even fair. I shouldn't have to. My hand is as
Doesn't
big
matter.
as his body. Natural 20.
I rolled a 3.
Look, I have mixed nuts somewhere. Hold on a sec. And Zenizeri just palms your face and just pushes you underwater. You come back up. You're still the jester.
I'll look at him and I'm like, what did that purple mist do to you?
What purple mist? I'm sorry.
Den's beat. He's broken.
I told you.
That was his choice. What do we do with it?
I'm just a jester.
Does Dinsbeat have any idea magically what might be going on?
Roll an Arcana check.
22.
There are a number of things that could be going on. Since this is in the sarcophagus and the other sarcophagi were also trapped, this also might be a trap. With it being magical in nature and it seems to have changed his way of thinking, it's likely that the effects could just wear off on their own, or you could try to remove curse or dispel magic if you have the capabilities.
I'm going to look through the sarcophagus to see if there's anything that could help the situation.
Roll an investigation check.
Or just investigate it in general.
Dinsbeat doesn't have any useful magic in this situation. I say we take him up to see Karunda since he's a healer.
21.
Aside from what remains of the priestly robes of Mistra, there's nothing of use in here. The robes are rotten beyond repair.
Darn. All right. Come on, Dandy. We're going up. And I pick him up, start walking away.
Not Dandy. I'm Jester.
Keep telling yourself that.
So you guys get back up to the top of the tower. At this point, Carr, you have finished your healing. Don't worry about rolling it. These guys only have 3 hit points.
Nice.
4, thank you.
Yeah, Yeah. Whoa. Hey there.
Hey there. That's how I didn't die. I had 1 HP.
Same.
The Prayer of Healing does something like 2d8 plus your spell casting modifier, so they are doubly healed.
Automatically, yeah.
They do, however, they do not regrow their missing bits. So Sev now permanently has a weird divot cut out in his forearm, and Agate is now just forever missing his pinky.
Oh.
Sev will hold up the duck, the goose, and be like, lunch?
Maybe if we develop a fire, well, to be honest, that thing might be a little cursed. So I don't know if ingesting it would be the best idea.
Enemy's lunch?
Enemy's lunch? You can eat it if you'd like, but I don't think I'll have any.
Throws the goose across the room.
Fine.
Technically only makes it maybe a foot away.
You launch it far enough to where it flies out of the rubbled wall and outside the tower. It splats outside.
Ooh, service strong.
At this point in time, the party members do come up the tower, though.
Okay.
Well, it seems as if our job here is done. Well, at least for the powers that be here. And I deeply thank you for your cooperation with this holy quest that I am engaged upon.
And who are you?
Oh, well, you are very welcome, and I appreciate it. Oh, who am I? Why we just met.
Something happened, and I'll set him in front of Car. Purple Mist took over Brain. Now he's someone else. Can you fix it?
Can I fix it, DM?
Let's look at your spell repertoire.
I'm sorry, I think it is slightly outside of my capabilities. But I do hope that he does find his way soon. However, me and this jolly party of misfits are going to remain here. And we are going to keep this place under control, and we will purify this area to where there will be no more evils within. And if you would like, please feel free to come and visit us and help us. But for now,
And he turns around to all of the retainers.
it is time to get to work. Cedric
Yeah.
the Quick, I want you to go down into the basement and clean up all of the rubble. Agate,
Yes.
I want you to help them along with that. And Thalamus,
Yes.
did you make sure to document all of the information that happened to you?
Of course, Sir Carundus.
Karundar.
You changed it, didn't you? Wasn't there an S at the end?
No. It's
Okay.
okay. It is. I am so bad with names. It is perfectly fine.
Thalamus, if you could please go down into the sarcophagus and transcribe any of the writings that are down there, I would be greatly appreciated.
Of course, sir.
All right. But until then, I am going to wander around this place and discover what new things I can find. And I bid you, dear party, farewell.
Just imagining Thalamus going down there and getting to the Jester's coffin. This is, do I want mixed nuts?
Yeah, he has no idea. And very agitated to be in nearly waist-high, scummy water.
Yep.
Everybody gets a big old 500 experience points.
Woo.
And we will stop this episode here. Ethan, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure. It was really, really, really fun. I hope one day I can come back, maybe for those other games like the one-page games or from Tales from the Aerosphere. Maybe I could be part of the cast. It would be wonderful. Or I could even DM. It doesn't matter to me, but it means a lot to me that, you know, I was able to come on here and play with you and meet with you wonderful people. Means a ton.
For sure. And we're super happy to have you on. It was a good time.
No problem. Oh,
Love
by the
your
way,
character, Karandar.
thank you, and thank you all for improvising the retainers. I really appreciate that. That just goes to show your skill in role playing. It's really dope.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. If you would like to see any of the wacky zany games that I make, you can follow me on Twitter at Ethan Games. That's EFANGAMEZ. Or you can find my itch.io and Ko-Fi Coffee, however the frick you pronounce it, at Ethan H. Reynolds. I make one-page free games. I make 90-page RPGs with expansions to boot. I actually have an expansion for Neon Knights coming out soon called Riley's Road Trip, where you play in the wasteland of Jericho City. You play outside of it and you encounter super mutants, raiders, basically Fallout without the Fallout name, but a little bit more goofier than that. Just kind of crazy to think about. But once again, thank you all so much for having me, and I hope I come by again.
Yeah, thanks so much.
The time of this recording was on July 2nd. So when is it when listeners hear this? When do you think that'll be coming out?
Oh, that's a very good question. It'll be out on July 15th. If you hear it before then, if you hear this episode before then, sick, you can wait. If you hear it afterwards, you know where to go now. But Riley's Road Trip will be the biggest expansion for Neon Knights, and it basically triples the game content for less of a price than the normal game. So it's gonna be great.
Awesome. And then if you want to get any of those links, if you're not good with listening to the audio description of various links and places and whatnot, and you forget it immediately like I do, check the episode description, and I will have added that information, all that good stuff, in the episode description. Also, keep your ear out. We are attempting to, so long as scheduling conflicts stop happening, doing some one-shots with Tales from the Aerospace and with Wanderer, one-page games from Ethan.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Tales from the Aerosphere needs some love, and I think if y'all give them some love, I think it would be great. But yeah, thanks so much. I'll be back soon, probably. So.
Oh yeah, that was a good time. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
That goose was a bit much. Just imagine if they encountered a flock of them. I'll have to watch further to see how these mortals survive. Thank you for listening. Follow us on your various social medias, rate us, and review us, please. Stay tuned for the next Epea, coming out August 3rd. Voices you heard tonight were as follows. Dinsby by Nicole, Zenazeri by Jasper, Dandy Lion by Zachary Spengler, and our DM running the show was Tony Spengler. Our special guest tonight was Ethan Reynolds, who voiced Karundar, the Tempest of the East.